Happy birthday. Born on the 21st of April. That's a horoscope of a person who wants to do things on a very, very big scale and do it in many, many countries and beyond expansion of anything. This horoscope wants control and it wants to dominate. It'll do very well in the areas of politics and it'll also be winning some government contracts as well. It's a horoscope that's very powerful in the sense that you will not let anything come in your way and you will be using your imagination and creativity. And you will go to many countries in your lifetime to either settle down or to do businesses there. And you will be a person who will want to win recognition definitely. So it's a power packed horoscope that you have. But my advice to you would be try not to dominate, try to be flexible, try to be negotiable. Always never use words which are hard or actions which are hard. Take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. People will love you more and support you more. Try to follow rules and regulations. Try not to be too rebellious in the sense that you want to do things your way. And most of all, you will have the creativity and the imagination to back you up. And what you need is good teamwork. If you can get that, there's nothing, no mountain you cannot climb. There's no recognition you cannot find. And the friendships become also better and better. You have a horoscope that can suddenly become very depressed, and you have to be careful. Avoid people who only tend to be very depressed. Keep company that's very young and happy if you can, and even mix with older people who are always looking on the bright side of life. You have a very fast few planets making you impulsive, making you impatient and hasty, and making you argumentative as well. Don't want to do that. Tell yourself what you need to be great with this horoscope is to show support for people and help people to be successful as well. The calendar year 2020 is going to be difficult for you because whatever you do in 2020, you will not be able to sustain the amount you expand whatever you want to expand and build whatever you want to build. Don't let it go out of hand in 2020. Try to keep it at a minimal level so that even though the problems will be seen in 2020, things won't go tumbling down or crashing down. Because if you grow too big too fast in 2020, born on the 21st of April, you won't be able to sustain it. It's a matter of time in 2020 when the bottom will be falling off and everything will go down the drain in one way or another, whether in personal life, whether in areas of job, business, or finances. You have a horoscope which can do well because you have mighty planets that make you always adventurous in many, many ways. But these planets of adventurism, try not to allow them to get out of hand in 2020 because opening yourself to risk of any kind will put you in grave danger in 2020. So you see, 2020 planets are not on your side. Don't be hasty, don't be impatient, don't be impulsive. What I don't know is your ages. So I'm going to give you some samples of ages to show you what happens in 2020 when you are a certain age. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or 79 or even 88, well, you will do well. You will be destined to do well in 2020 even. You will beat the odds. But why not still be cautious so that whatever you are building will not bring too many problems? These ages which I've just mentioned will help you travel the world. They will bring very eventful things to happen for you that you will remember and be very happy with the memories as well. And you can migrate, or you can start a business, or you can start ventures of some kinds, or meet people who will help you. I'm going to give you another sample of ages, which are also good. If you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74 or 83, well, even 92, you're going to be one very lucky person even in 2020. But tell yourself 2020 planets who are against you won't disappear. And you can minimize their effect up to 30% sometimes, 35% sometimes, 40% sometimes. They won't disappear. So keep in mind, even with these good ages which I've mentioned, that the problems can come at you from nowhere very unexpectedly and very suddenly. So you have to be very cautious in that way. So you see, ages are very important. I'm going to give you some samples of ages where you have to be a bit careful. If you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or 84 or even 93, you have to be very careful in 2020. The worst can happen. The bottom can fall off. So don't want to build things, plan things on a grand scale if you're of these ages in 2020, because the 2020 planets, a matter of time, will push you over the brink and you won't be able to sustain whatever you want to build. During these ages, you will have the urge to do things on a bigger scale, start new things anywhere in the world, plan things, but everything will get out of hand and you will find problems in 2020. I'm going to give you another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or even 81 or 90, you have to be very careful. Lie low in 2020. Even if you are promoted in a job, you'll find that promotion will give you such a bad time in 2020. And if you start any business in 2020, you will see the hurdles and obstacles flying at you. So, exposing yourself to risk, whether bodily, emotionally, financially, or emotionally, you have to be very, very careful because things can go wrong very, very fast of these ages which I've mentioned, especially in 2020, we are talking about. Now, regarding your health, born on the 21st, I worry that you're going to put on a lot of weight because you love your food, you love your drink. So you also must love your workouts because what goes in must come out as well. Otherwise, you can have problems to your heart, and high cholesterol will just clog up your arteries. So this is the most serious thing that can happen. And your lower spine is going to be a torture. You'll need to see a neurologist, matter of time. Earlier you go, the better. I don't want to say too much about your health. I have too little information. If I had your full date of birth and your time of birth, and if I could look at your palms, palms are very special. With these three things, time of birth, date of birth, and the palms, I could do a wonderful horoscope for you of 90-minute session that you will have with me, which will cost you USD $50. That's all. Age by age, calendar year by calendar year, I will go through your next 9 years. And I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system, and I'll teach you that. And I will show you how to reach that supernatural energy within you. You have it, I have it, everybody has it. How to reach it is the thing. People who become so spectacularly powerful and rich and famous and have a wonderful life, have ideas out of this world, they couldn't do it on their own. They have connected to this inner energy, which some people call it the soul, some call it the spirit, some call it the guide. And why shouldn't you be able to connect to that as well? And I'll show you how. I'll give you your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky days and your lucky directions. A lot of wonderful energy so that you can just be better than the rest. Of course, you can. You have a mighty powerful horoscope. Why shouldn't you? But be cautious in 2020. Don't let things go out of hand. You will regret it very much in any area of your life. On an upbeat note, you will always be that person who will do things on a wonderfully big scale. And on an upbeat note, you can be very charitable. but don't dominate. Don't be pushy as well. I wish you a very happy birthday, and I look forward to you connecting to me. And this is my email address. Send me that email, and we'll get down to having this 90-minute session so that you'll know your next 9 years. Happy birthday, and I wish you have a good one. Thank you and goodbye.